What is going on, guys? Welcome to Gump's Videos. And today we're going to be reviewing the series finale for Star Wars The Clone Wars. So, there is going to be a lot of spoilers in this, so if you haven't watched it, I do recommend you give the show a shot. The show is a lot of fun, and the series finale is 12 episodes long, and they're probably 25 minutes each, so I think they're going to be a breeze to watch, so give it a watch. Anyways, guys, let's get into the review. So, watching Star Wars The Clone Wars was not something I did out of love or anything like that, because I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan. I like Star Wars, but I'm not the biggest fan. I watched it as a kid, but my buddy Kyle, who's a huge Star Wars fan, he convinced me to watch it because he told me the shit gets really good. I'm like, okay, fine. First season was alright, but every season managed to get better and better and better. Ahsoka is a great effing character, and the one thing that really drives the show home is the clones, surprisingly. The clones are what make this show special. Fives, Echo, Rex, every single one of them. Fives was my favorite clone trooper, and seeing him go was really sad. I knew the finale they were going to do Order 66, but I didn't know how in depth they were going to do. So I know starting off season 7, I'm going to have to say goodbye to a lot of characters that I love. So with season 7, there are 3 arcs, 4 episodes per arc. The first arc with the 4 episodes is a good arc with the Bad Batch, but I don't think it's a good series finale arc. I feel like this could have been done something like in season 6, season 5. I just don't feel like this is something worth it. I mean, it was good to see Echo go towards something new, something special, like to see something that he can go for and be with a family that could trust him. But at the end of the day, Order 66 is going to happen, so I know, whatever he experiences is not going to be that much of a trip, because he's going to make it around the corner and then they're all going to go bad. At least that's what I think. I don't know if the Bad Batch has it, but I definitely know Echo has it, has the chip. So, did they survive? Did they kill him? That's something they didn't answer. But the first 4 episodes, great stuff. Great entertaining stuff. But again, I feel like what that was there for was to just assure that these guys are a family, just to remind us how these troops function. So in that way, it was nice, but again, series finale material, I don't think so. Entertaining nonetheless. The second arc, I did not like it. I know a lot of people who did. I understand its purpose. I get it was for a character arc for Ahsoka. But the 2 sisters just annoyed the living shit out of me. Specifically Trace, I think was his name. Trace. There's something charming about someone who's really naive. And then there's someone who can just piss you off. And this is one of those attempts at trying to have Trace be like, oh, she's so charming. She's so nice and sweet, but she's really naive. She just was annoying the living piss out of me since she started. Just Man, one of the things that made me just go, what the fuck were you thinking, was Ahsoka and the other broad were fighting, because the other sister pisses me off, but not in this kind of sense. But the other sister and Ahsoka are fighting, and over spice, because, series finale, everybody, let's talk about spice. They're arguing about spice. Ahsoka finds out they're taking it to some gangster, and they're like, we can't do that. And then the lady's like, well, we might as well now. So they're arguing, what should we do? Should we take it to a planet that could use that said spice, or should we take it to the gangster and get the money so these 2 sisters can go home and celebrate their lives and finally get out of this shit town? With all the arguing, Trace, being the innocent girl she is, starts panicking. She's like, I don't want to lose my ship. I don't want to lose my ship. I don't want to lose my ship. Ah! It hits a button and just dumps all the spice in space. Now no one can have the spice. And she thinks that was a good idea. You are a fucking moron. I just hated her character. I did not like it. Her sister is constantly arguing morals and stuff like that. Arc, I guess. I don't know. I didn't like that their arcs as much. I get why the sister was doing certain things, but at a point in time when they start repeating the same thing, when the three of them went to jail like 3 times in 2 episodes. I'm like, this shit needs to wrap up. It got annoying because one episode, the older sister was like, maybe you're right, Ahsoka. And then the next episode starts, she's back to arguing the same thing over again. I'm like, we just covered this. We shouldn't be doing this again. But anyway, the second arc, not a fan. It wrapped up mainly because we just needed to see where Ahsoka was, what she was doing, and what has she learned. And it was mainly for Ahsoka to learn that she needs to be the Jedi. She is the hero that she needs to be. Now for the best part for the entire season, maybe the entire series. I'm very conflicted with these final 4 episodes, and I'll get into that, why I'm conflicted in a minute. But let's talk about the good stuff, because the good stuff is so overwhelmingly good. So Order 66 is about to initiate. Ahsoka starts kind of talking to Anakin, and we start seeing that, you know, Grievous is being like cornered. Dooku is dead, so we know things are wrapping up really quickly. Ahsoka approaches the Jedi Council, Anakin and Obi-Wan, because Maul is in Mandalore, so she's trying to request assistance from them to stop Maul. It doesn't work because they got to go stop General Grievous. So they take care of that, and Ahsoka is end up on her own in Mandalore, and which is probably one of the best fights I've seen in Star Wars recently. It's Ahsoka versus Darth Maul, and it was a really dope fight. It was a really good fight, and seeing Maul like literally scared. Maul was trying to fight Anakin because he thought that, you know, if Anakin showed up, he could stop Order 66. He could stop the world, the galaxy, the universe from falling apart. But he's like, okay, I don't want to fight you, but you're going to be a pain in my side. So he just started dueling. It was such a good song. In the final 4 episodes, the music is incredible. Specifically on episode 11. Man, that shit was powerful stuff. I love the music. And there was a realization when Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Ahsoka were going to be in the room for one last time together. And you just hear the music playing, and it was done in such a beautiful way where you're just sitting there realizing, man, this is going to be the last time he's alive. It's going to be the last time that guy's alive. It's going to be the last time these guys in general are going to be in the same room together. Ahsoka's never going to see Anakin again. She's going to see Darth Vader. And Obi-Wan Kenobi, maybe not. I haven't seen Rebels. I'm probably going to watch it. But maybe this is the last time Obi-Wan sees Ahsoka. And I that was sinking in. What made that sink in was not the writing. It was the music. Music is a very powerful weapon in cinema. Sometimes it's abused, but sometimes in moments like this, it helps really sink in the moment. And it did that for me. I'm like, wow, this is going to be the final time. And that sucked. What made that really trashy was because what happened next? Order 66 happened. After Maul is captured and all that stuff, he's on the ship. They're gonna take him to prison. Order 66 happens. Rex is like, I gotta like a meeting. You wanna come with? And she's like, I'm good. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, oh, everything's fine. Even though we're halfway through the episode, everything's fine. Goes in there, and then then you see Palpatine execute Order 66. I'm like, and then what made that powerful? When you see Rex fighting to not kill Ahsoka, because just beforehand, they had a heart-to-heart saying how they're friends, their family, they loved each other. Because earlier, Ahsoka's not supposed to be part of the army, but Rex and a bunch of his troops said, you are our family. We fight for you. You give us honor. Such a powerful moment. And again, everything with the clones is so good when I thought that would be the least compelling element. And then yet they made it such a good part of the show. You see him aiming his guns, his blasters at Ahsoka's face, and you're just like, man, this sucks. And he starts crying, and then he just starts blasting. And what made these final 2 episodes so exhausting, not in a bad way, in a good way, is that you see Ahsoka fighting off so many blaster shots. She's just easily overwhelmed. She got like shot 4 times these episodes. And I'm just like, damn, she's not impenetrable. She's not overpowered. She is a human being, to say the least. She's reasonably powered. And you just, like, even as powerful as a Jedi she is, she's still being overpowered by just the mere numbers there are. And then the show finally wraps up them crashing this giant ass ship on a moon, and there's a mass grave of all the troops that died, and that was it. And then it cuts to the future where you see Darth Vader, and then he sees her lightsaber and like one helmet that's covered up in snow. And I gotta say, seeing Darth Vader in the show was pretty cool. And then he just looks up to a bird. I think that bird was supposed to be like symbolism of like Ahsoka. I haven't seen the first 6 seasons in so long, so you're gonna have to cut me some slack there. So that's everything I loved about it. It's a great final 4 episodes, great stuff. But what did I mean earlier when I said I had conflicting thoughts? I mean it. It is it's some of the best episodes in the series. I do mean that. But it doesn't feel like a series finale. The only time that I felt like this was a series finale was when everyone in the Jedi Council was in the room together. And then that music started playing. But everything else after that, it didn't feel like a series finale. And something as big as Order 66, it didn't feel as grand. It felt more personal. Which, again, I understand the decision behind that. And I understand why. But it's just me who wanted to see something more on a grander scale. Series finales in general are really tough, but I will never hold it against the final 4 episodes because, again, the final 4 episodes, some of the best in the series, but just it felt like it didn't end, if you know what I mean. That's why I'm going to be watching Rebels, even though I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan. I'll watch Rebels if it's going to give me that sinking feeling in my stomach that's going to push that away. I'll watch it. But anyways, guys, I want to hear what you guys thought about the series down below. I have a Twitter, Gumps_videos. Go follow me there for the latest news updates on my channel, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and all that crap. Later, and goodbye. Peace.